All right, let's share the link. Let's share the link, ladies and gentlemen. Let's share the link. Let's share the link. Let's share the link. Let's share the link so that we can be able to start. Let's share the link. Let's share the link. Please invite someone. Invite someone. Invite someone. We're about to get started. Good morning. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen across the world. My name is Julius Kabanda, and I'll be your trainer today. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll be talking about the magic of sharing Oracle. All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let's share the link. Let's share the link. Like I've said today, I'll be talking about the magic of sharing, the power of sharing Oracle, and why it is very important for you to make sure that your staking amount is not the same. Okay. And how do you do that? Is by allowing yourself to diversify the opportunity, to maximize the opportunity, to basically make it to your own point that the opportunity grows with you. Okay. And that's why we are here today. I'll be talking about the magic of sharing. Let's share the link. You don't know whether the knowledge I'll share today would be the life changing opportunity you have been looking for many years ago. You may not be sure that the knowledge I'll be sharing today will be what you have been looking for to do in your life and get your life to another level. We must all believe and understand that money or making money is one of the major ingredients for good life. Okay? At first, before I gave myself the right mindset about money, I had personal challenges when it comes to money. I had wrong perceptions. I had wrong beliefs. I had myths around me when it comes to money. I had things I believed that were right. And these were created by the society of the people I was staying with. These were created by the people who were around me. So they had things they believed that I also believed. They had ideologies they believed that I also believed. They had theories they believed that I also believed. They had approaches they believed that I also believed. But when I changed my approach, the rest is history. So share the link, 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 share the link. All right, guys. So the first step in making money comes from having the right mindset. Okay? The right mindset. The right mindset is the game changer. It's the first step in making money online. For the last close now getting to 5 years, uh, I've been using my phone to make money. On an average, if you are Ugandan, today Oracle pays me close to 2 million Ugandan shillings every single day. I have a question that's around 600 to $650 every day. I have a question in the chat. Is that bad money? Let me know. Is that bad money? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. If you are able to make 600 to $650 every day, is that a good income? Because, ladies and gentlemen, uh, you might get stuck simply because you lack guidance. You know, my mentor, Les Brown, says that sometimes there are people who are willing, who are just need to be helped to know what they are supposed to do. They just needed to be held by a hand. They just need to be guided on what they are supposed to do. Maybe they are stuck. Maybe the things are not moving their way. And basically, they need that person, okay, that basically comes out and tells them, Peter, this is what you are supposed to do. Stephen, this is what you're supposed to do. And that's why I'm here today, basically to share with you amazing insights, simple approaches, simple 1, 2, 3 steps that you need to do that are a game changer, that get your income to another level, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, that is very, very important. Okay, so maybe you started Oracle with $200. Maybe you started Oracle with $1,000. Maybe you started Oracle with $500. I personally believe that that money that I'm earning through my staking should be used to build my different projects. Maybe I need to sit down, or you need to sit down and set goals. Okay, many people give up when it gets to October, when it gets to November, and they say the year has ended. The year has ended. This year is done. I have not achieved anything. This year is done. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to give you a different mindset. And the mindset that I want to create in you is that these are just numbers that were created by certain theories. These are just numbers that were created by a certain group of people. Okay? The theory is that today is Monday, today is Tuesday, today is Wednesday, today is Friday, today is Saturday, it is the weekend. You must rest. This is so I don't know how many are following. Let me know. Give me a one. It's just a mindset that the day has 12 hours, the day has 24 hours. It is just a mindset that was built to support a system that was created. And this mindset is eating so many of you. It is eating so many of you that you get stuck in life, that you move on with a theology that was developed by someone, that the day has six hours, a week has 7 days. How many are understanding me? Let me know. These are just these are just people's theologies that were created to keep you getting stuck in a system. Okay? The system is simple. You are born, you go to school, you get a job, you keep working until you die. But ladies and gentlemen, you can break the system. You can break the chains. These are chains that were created to keep people in cages, in bondages that could not allow them be able to have a lot of freedom. The programming of the news you keep listening to, the programs you keep listening to on radios, Okay. All right. So you find that you get stuck because of a stage that has been built in your life, and it becomes like a bondage. But ladies and gentlemen, you can create your own system, your own way of making money. You can break the bondages. You may not need to work so hard to become prosperous. When we start business, many people say that I should have a shop, I should have a hardware, I should have an office, I should have a location. But here comes a question that I want to ponder to you. If you are a supplier of men trousers, okay, of clothes to people, and you have one of the biggest shops in Kampala, is it easy and possible for you to sell the same clothes to someone in Germany? Give me some answers in the chat. Is it possible for you to sell the same clothes to someone in Dubai? We shall end with a big answer that is a no. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the new economy. A new economy that when you have a phone, when you have internet, you have a business that you can run across the world with everybody and anybody across the world. You have a business if you have a smartphone. If you have a smartphone, you have a business that you can do with your smartphone. Just you need some guidance. Just you need some help. Just you need some guidance. You need some coaching. You need some mentorship on how you can basically turn your phone into a money-making machine. You need some little guidance. You need 1, 2, 3 steps that you can take and be able to convert the people that you have on your WhatsApp, be able to convert the people you have on your TikTok, be able to convert the people you have on Facebook to become your customers. Can we type in the word in the chat, customers? Can you type for me if you are following the word in the chat? Type for me the word in the chat, customers. Type for me the word in the chat, customers. Customers. How many of you believe that everybody needs to have a customer base? Because, ladies and gentlemen, it should be crystal clear to everybody listening to me across the world that money is only made when you have a service or a product you sell. The only way you make money, let me know if I'm right. The only way you make money is that you have a product or a service that you bring in the marketplace. Yes, it is true, most of you are staking. Yes, it is true that most of you here, you are making some money every 12 hours. But here comes the question. Is it bad to make more than that? Let me know. Is it bad to make more than that? Never. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Is it bad to make more than that you are staking, you are earning every 12 hours, but whenever you earn every 12 hours, you not only earn from your personal money, you also earn on other people's money. Ladies and gentlemen, the economic times for today are seated on 2 major principles, or 3 major principles. For you to prosper very fast, you need other people's money. Give me a yes if you agree with me. For you to prosper in this world, you need other people's money, you need other people's time, you need other people's skills. You basically need other people for you to prosper. Without other people, life is very hard. Without other people, life is very hard. You need other people's money. You need other people's time. You need other people's skills. And all these combined together, they give you an unbelievable prosperity. For example, guys, let me share my screen. Then I'm going to give you what you are going to do to make the money. The 1, 2, 3 steps. This is my token pocket. This is my token pocket. This is my discovery. So I want to go to my Oracle. Okay, so you see now I'm into my token pocket. Now let's go to promotions. Okay, guys. Okay, let's dig deep into this. Without me doing anything, I have collected, let us take this sample, 54 tokens. Collected 57 tokens. These tokens are not coming from my staking. These tokens are not coming from my staking. These tokens are flowing because there are other people that are staking like me. These tokens are coming because there are other people that are using their own money, that are using their own funds, that are coming from different locations that I don't even need to know. But whenever they get paid, I get paid. I want to build a right mindset of business. Now here comes the question, and I want to ponder it to you. That is a total of 54 plus 57. How much? What is the total? Let me see if you guys are following. 54 and 57. What is the total? How many tokens are those? 54 and 57. How many tokens are those? Huh? That is more than 100. That's 100 tokens plus. Ladies and gentlemen, that is close to $2,000 plus. And this is not my personal money. This is not earned with my personal time. This is not earned with my phone. This is earned by allowing myself to leverage other people's phones. This is earned by allowing myself to leverage other people's data. This is earned because I get out and say, when someone opens a shop, they need customers. When someone opens a restaurant, they need customers. When someone opens a boutique, they need customers. And we still use the same effort. Someone may decide to market clothes on a phone. Am I right? Someone decides to market cars on a phone. Someone decides to market shoes on the phone. Someone decides to market phones on a phone. They go to their social media. They talk about other people's phones. They go on social media. They talk about other people's cars. Question, are they the manufacturers of those devices? Answer me, guys. Answer me. Answer me. The people who talk about the motorcycles of different companies, cars of different companies, shoes of different companies, drinks of different companies, are they the owners of those companies? Does it necessarily mean that they needed to be founders of those companies? The answer is a big no. But here comes the question. Why do you think it might look comfortable for you to market a shoe and it is uncomfortable for you to market a staking project? Why do you develop a mindset? Because what you need, all of you listening to me, is just a mindset shift. You need to change your mindset. You need to change the way you look at things. You need to change your approach. You need to change your perception. You need to change the way you understand how things happen and build a new mindset, a new leverage that creates a non-believable income. Let me tell you guys, at first I was not behaving like this. But one day, just a minute, one day, a friend of mine changed my mindset. One day, a friend of mine changed my mindset. And he asked me a question. You were medic, you went to school. But the drugs you sell, do you own them? No, answer me, guys. I go to school, then I study how drugs are used. I use my own money. I start up a clinic. Then I start selling someone else's drugs. How many of you are following? How many of you are following? I want to change your mindset. How many of you are following? I'm selling paracetamol. Does it mean that I'm the manufacturer of paracetamol? I'm using the knowledge. And the reason why I went to school is that the founder of that industry needed people who understand the drugs he has manufactured. Do you understand me now? So he wrote books that people read and explain to others. But I'm not the founder. So when you switch your mindset, you can leverage your phone. When you switch your mindset, you can create unbelievable income. Let me give you another sample space so that I open your eyes. I will go to my token pocket. And I want us to add this together. Let me go here on asset. Let me go to ONF. Let's look at ONFs that have left my wallet. Let's start from here. How many of you can add with me? But we may not add everything. 5 plus 8, we may add like a few. Since I started, this is not my personal, this is not it is just understanding what you are supposed to do. Let's take 5 plus 8, I'll run very fast, plus 21. I just want to open your eyes, plus 1.5, plus 100, 01, plus 3.8. I want to open your eyes, guys. Plus 5.5, plus 2.8, plus 1.1, plus 5.1, plus 15.8, plus 2.1, plus 2.5, plus 1.2, plus 1.7, plus 103, plus 5.2, plus 229, plus 63, plus 12.5, plus 1.7. Just want to open up your eyes. Plus 24, plus 13, plus 6, plus 19, plus 26 plus 49 plus 24 plus 25 plus 50 plus 25 plus 50 plus 1.17.8 plus 107. Guys, let's get to a calculator. Just want to open your eyes. This is 1,028 tokens. Let's take the average price of 20. Since I started Oracle, Oracle has paid me 20,000 US dollars. Let's take by the current price, 35. My fellow Ugandans, since I started Oracle in August this year, Oracle has paid me 71 million Ugandan shillings. Here comes the question. Is this something that deserves your effort? Give me some answers in the chat. I'm not bragging. My responsibility is to open your eye. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I have a philosophy. And I believe in this philosophy. I like talking about this philosophy. Many people don't like my philosophy and approach. But I personally love the philosophy. I personally love the philosophy. And I want to share with you my philosophy. When it comes to life, my philosophy, when it comes to the way I see things. Just a minute. Many people don't like my philosophy. But life is very simple. Life is very simple. For the last 2 months, since August, September, Oracle has paid me 20,000 US dollars. Question: do I have an office? That's the question. Do I have an office? I know most people, when we talk about an office, they talk about a physical location. But you watching me on my phone, you are directly seated in my office. My phone is an office. When I got into the digital age, I used to treat my office, my phone as just a phone. But when I switched my mindset, my phone is an office. When someone tells me, Julius, I want to meet you, I tell them simple, my brother, do you have a WhatsApp? Can I call you on video? You meet me in my office. Because my phone for the last 5 years has been turned into my office. When I'm moving anywhere, I move with my office. My phone is not just a phone. My phone is an office. My phone is a business. If I have data, I have business. How many of you copy? Give me one. So you having a phone should not be just having a phone. You loading data should not only be loading data. So my phone has paid me over $20,000. in the last 2 months. And this is more than unbelievable that I can turn my office into a digital paying platform. I am not existing anywhere that I'm marketing other people's products. I'm not existing anywhere that I'm doing funny videos. I'm just having the simple skill of how to use my phone to generate income for me. And this is the mindset. Because I have said several times that many people who exist online, many people who are having phones, they just need to be helped. They just need to be mentored on how they can turn their devices into income generating devices. Now, those of you who are staking with Oracle, does this affect my stake? Give me some answers. Does this affect my stake? That when I stake, me, I will not be paid because I'm also marketing the opportunity? Like you are staking, I'll also earn. I'll also earn from my stake. But I decide to go an extra mile. And my extra mile sits on a principle, one of my principle that says, pay your price. Can you type for me in the chat, pay your price? And I want to define this very clearly for everybody. Can you type for me in the chat? Those following me on Zoom, on YouTube, on TikTok, it's okay. Pay your price. Ladies and gentlemen, the success you are looking for will require you to pay your price. The highly paid doctor that you know pays a price. And everybody has their choice to decide where they pay their price. You need to understand that the success you are seeking will require a price to pay. I remember when I was still practicing, we used to sleep in the hospital. Man, this was funny. You need to sleep in the hospital, you sleep in the clutch. The highly business in your area. Check the business that is highly performing in your area. They open up very early in the morning and they close very late in the night. If it is true, give me a yes in the chat. Check highly performing businesses in your area. Physical businesses. Check businesses that are highly performing in your area. They open very early in the morning. They close very late in the night. And they understand the principle of paying a price. They understand that if they want the success, they want to make those big sales, they need to be available. How many of you have even seen businesses that don't close? There are shops and businesses that don't close. They work 24/7. 24/7. Because they are still using the old mode of business. But here comes the question. And this question, I want you to think about it. Does TikTok have an office in your local area? Does WhatsApp have an office in your local area? Do you have an office of WhatsApp in your local area? Do you have an office of Amazon in your local area? Why? Because there has been a new shift, a new digital shift. And this needs to work with your mindset that you need to change your personal approach when it comes to the way you approach business. This doesn't matter what you do, whether you are doing this product, whether you're doing this business. In your mind, you must understand you will pay a price. In your mind, you must understand that you can be able to have a business that connects you to everybody that exists in the world, and you are earning on an international level despite your skin color, despite your location, despite who gave birth to you. But you just need to understand that for you to achieve that, you will need to pay a price. And paying of the price sits on point number 1. Understand the business you are doing. Before you say, Julius, I'm ready to pay the price. Because a doctor pays a price by staying very late in the hospital if they want to be successful. You know, I remember very well when I was employed. When I was employed, every day I was complaining that the guy who gave me a job needs me early at my workplace. And I used to complain about it. I used to complain that this guy needs me exactly at 7:30 when I'm at the job. So I said that I was tired of that situation, and I started my own business. Now, my own business now required me to open up at 6 a.m. How many of you connect? Give me a 2 if you connect. When I was employed, I was complaining every single day that these guys are not fair. These guys are not fair. They require me to come out at my job at 7:30. So I wake up very early, I take a taxi. Then when I take a taxi and I get into the job, I feel annoyed. Then they make me leave very late in the night. They leave me, I leave work late. I'm even tired. I need to start my own business. Then I opened my own clinic. Man, damn shit. I had to open my clinic at 6 a.m. and leave my clinic at midnight. Even sometimes I had to sleep on my own clinic. Give me a 3 if you connect. But what I'm trying to bring to your understanding is that whether you are employed, whether you are self-employed, whether you are running your own business, you must decide, you must switch your mindset that the success you are seeking needs a price to be paid. And to pay the price, ladies and gentlemen, listening to me, there must be something you must sacrifice. Type for me the word sacrifice in the chat. Type for me the word sacrifice in the chat. Type for me the word sacrifice in the chat. Type for me the word sacrifice in the chat. Type for me the word sacrifice in the chat. Julius, what do you mean by sacrifice? In paying the price, you must sacrifice. And if you are not willing to sacrifice, you may not achieve what you are looking for. If you don't sacrifice for what you want, then what you want becomes a sacrifice. How many of you listening to me, if you are able to make $10,000 every single month, it is a good income? Type for me yes if it is. If $10,000 every single month is a good income, type for me yes if it is. If $10,000 is a very good income on a monthly basis, type for me a yes if it is. But I want to assure you by stone fact, although it is a very good income, it requires some sacrifice. And the things you sacrifice, you find that you need to sacrifice time. You need to invest in time. You need to invest in time. You need to invest in time. It is a sacrifice. You need to find that maybe you need to wake up early, you need to sleep late. And many people confuse entrepreneurship. But let me define entrepreneurship for you. so that everybody could understand what is entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is a decision you take to live part of your life like anybody else can't, so that you live the rest of your life like anybody else won't. Can I define again what entrepreneurship is? I have around 5 definitions, but this is one of my number 2. I will define my number 1. But let me start with number 2. What is entrepreneurship? You who's listening me, you who wants to make money online, you who wants to make money with your phone, you who's taking, but I want you to get out of your comfort zone and make more than what you are making. It is important for you to know that entrepreneurship is that decision you take to live a part of your life like nobody else can, so that you can stay the rest of your life like nobody else won't. Those of you who started with me here on Oracle, how many of you agree with me that in my first month of Oracle, I was doing some good work? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Give me a yes if you remember. When we started here in Oracle, I was having sleepless nights every day. Man, every day in my first month. Every day I was out speaking to people, jumping here, sitting here. Hello, where are you? Where's this? Every day. Every day. And people were busy online making videos about me. People were busy on TikTok. Julius has started another business. He's pushing people to another business. Don't join him. He's deadly. Don't come next to him. He will make you lose your money. People were busy everywhere making videos about me. But you know what? I understand that everybody was not meant to be an entrepreneur. Give me a 1 if you get me. Everybody was not meant to make good money. Some people were just meant to be where they are. So what did I do? I never replied anyone. I never made a video for anyone. They kept on making the noise. I kept on doing the work. Now I'm making close to $20,000 a month. Are they still making the videos? Sometimes you are scared. Sometimes you are scared. Sometimes you are worried. But listen, gentlemen, you need to pay the price. You need to pay the price. You need to pay the price. Now, currently, I make close to 30 coins a day. That is $600 every single day. I make close to $600 every single day. Question: do I need to do anything now to make that money? Answer me, guys. Now, do I need now to do anything to make that money? No, my friend. At 4 p.m., people will be paid. I'll get like a small portion. At 4 a.m., people were paid. I got like a small portion. But you need to understand in what I'm trying to explain to you that the 600 did not come by mistake. There was a price to be paid. And this means that you who's listening to me, ladies and gentlemen, you who's listening to me, ladies and gentlemen, you can decide from today that you are going to sit down, change your mindset, because the dreams that you are looking for require a mindset shift. The goals you are looking for require a mindset shift. You need to change your mindset. Your success doesn't require you to own a shop. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. As long as you have data, as long as you have a smartphone, you can become successful. People usually say, here where I stay, that boy does nothing. Because the people you are surrounding, they have a mindset that for you to make money, you need a physical location. Give me a two if you connect. The people you are surrounding have a mindset that for you to make money, you need a job. The people you are surrounding have a mindset that for you to make money, you need a shop that is selling something. The people you are surrounding don't understand that even buying a phone and putting data is business. Thank you. They usually ask, where can I find you physically? Where are you located? My friend, if you are watching me on my phone, you are in my office. Give me a yes if the answer is home. My office is my phone. If you are watching me, wherever you are watching me, welcome to my office. Welcome to my office. Because you are seeing me, I'm seated in my office. I have been in this office for the last 5 years and I have changed my life. Mindset. When people meet me, they usually ask me, where do you work from? Then I tell them, my friend, welcome. I'm working here. Where? Here. Where? Here on my phone. Hey, Julius, are you serious? Did your mother take you to school to work on your phone? Then I said, my friend, it's you with the problem. When did my mother start saying that I should be physically located somewhere? My phone is my office. My data is my capital. So how I convert my data and my phone. Okay, you want to stake. This one wants to start. Reach out on my number. How you convert the data and the phone into business is what I'm talking about today. But before I go there, let's first look at what are the benefits. What are the benefits of you deciding to go outside your comfort zone? What are the benefits? What are the benefits of you deciding to go and speak to someone about Oracle? Those in Uganda, do politicians need people? Give me some answers in the chat. Give me some answers in the chat. Do pastors need people? Let me know in the chat. Give me some answers. Do politicians need people? Answer me. Do pastors need people? Everybody needs people. There is no business that doesn't need people. Now, if I can go outside my comfort zone and tell you about crypto staking and tell you about how you can get your money locked up in a blockchain and you get rewarded, is it bad? Is it bad that when I talk about that, getting paid is a crime? Tell me. Is it bad that when I come and I tell you about, okay, this is how staking works. This is what staking is all about. You stake, and when you stake, I get paid. Is it a bad? Is it something crazy? Does it mean I'll run mad? Does it mean I will die? Does it mean that things will stop happening in my life? It's not criminal. It's not criminal. There's no criminal, guys. And with that mindset of mine, I make $20,000, $10,000 a month. And here is the benefit. Listen closely. I'll share my screen for those following on Zoom and on YouTube. Those following me on other platforms, I will just share with you mouth to word. Okay, let's go. All right, so the Oracle DAO has provided a staking project. And this staking project says that you lock the ONF tokens by 24 hours, 30 days, 90 days, 180, 360, 540. So what did I decide? Okay, I decided to say, okay, let me create a monthly income. That every single month, I will stake certain tokens and get other tokens in reward. So in the next 5 days, this staking of mine will come to an end. Okay, so I staked 229 tokens and I will earn 57 tokens. Each token is $20. So let's go to a calculator. In simple understanding, let's go to a calculator. So I got my 229 tokens at $20. That is $4,580. My fellow Ugandan, by 35, that is 16 million Ugandan shillings. But you can start with whatever you can afford. And I'll earn 57 tokens. 57 times 20, I'll earn $1,140. This times 35, it means I invested 16 million and I'll get back 3.9 million Ugandan shillings. But then I said, why should I earn this alone? Okay, let me find friends who can stake with me so that whenever they stake, I also earn. And that is the reason why I want to talk about you today. So I called a few of my friends, told them about the staking project. I called a few of my friends, told them, friends, I am earning close to 3.9 million every single month from my own money. I believe you can also start this. And a few started. And when a few started, the system said, okay, Julius, look here. This is a smart contract that runs automatically. And let me take an example. If my friends stake ONF worth $10,000, so it means that it will be $10,000 divided by the current price of the token. So they will have staked a total of 500 tokens. So the system says, okay, so you used Julius's link, okay? So they let us stake 500 tokens for a month. So when they stake 500 tokens for the month, at the end of the month, my friends will have earned 624 tokens. 624 tokens. We remove off the capital 500. They will have earned 124 tokens. They will take their 124, but the system says, how did you know about Oracle? They say, Julius told me about Oracle. So they give me 20%. So I will earn 24 tokens times 20. I will earn $496 from their money, which is 1.7 million. Is it a bad business? Let me know in the chat. Because a doctor pays the price by staying long hours in the clinic. A good teacher who wants his children to prosper, late preps. A driver who wants to make cool money, drives long hours on the road. Everybody who wants to prosper pays a price in their own category. So I say, okay, I'm not going to stake alone. I'm going to go outside of my comfort zone, go and tell people how staking works. Question, is it easy? Question, is it easy? Is it easy for me to go in the camera and tell people about how staking works? It is not. It is uncomfortable. But I'm paying my price. It is uncomfortable because when I go to my video, someone will say, you're a scammer. This one is a thief. This one wants to take your money. This one is a liar. He's lying. It doesn't work. How many of you understand? Give me a one if you understand. Give me a one if you understand. Give me a one. People will be everywhere. He's a liar. He's a scammer. He's a thief. He's going to steal you. Don't join him. There will be people who will be making a lot of stories. How many of you understand? But here comes a question. Do we have videos on social media that talk about how bad Coca-Cola is? Let me know in the chat. Coca-Cola has tar. Coca-Cola will kill you. It damages your kidney. It will remove your intestine. Let me know. It will remove your intestine. Once you take it, you will die of cancer. But do people still take Coca-Cola? Give me some answers in the chat. Do people still take Coca-Cola? So sometimes when people are pursuing their goals and their dreams, someone says, I like it so much. Do you understand me? How many of you are getting my point? Hey, it scrubs toilets. Hey. And so, as people come to do businesses online, they allow the negative people to reign their destiny. Give me a 2 if you have understood my point. And so, when you decide to go outside your comfort zone, when you decide to go outside your comfort zone, when you decide to say, I'm going to do something, understand that your decision will be accompanied by a price to pay. I don't care which business you are doing. What I'm trying to deliver to you is that the success you are seeking will have a price to be paid. And because many people are not willing to pay the price, that's why success is not for everybody. Others remain with the stories. Because many people fear criticism. There is good criticism, there is bad criticism. But ladies and gentlemen, those of you who are in crypto, I have a statement. And the statement is simple. You are not Satoshi Nakamoto. How many of you understand that when I say you are not Satoshi Nakamoto? Because he's the only living person that has over 1 million Bitcoins. His success is automatic. All other crypto projects that come their way, they are looking for customers. Give me a yes if the answer is home. I know a few people will stay on my calls because what I'm sharing is not for everybody. What I'm sharing is not for everybody. You are not Satoshi Nakamoto. So become inevitable. All other crypto businesses that are coming on their way, they need people to engage with them. They need people to buy their tokens, whether it is BNB, whether it is Ethereum, whether it is Solana, whether it is... do you understand me? And so, your decision to talk about those crypto projects can give you a life-changing income. Because when I earn my $20,000, I can buy more Bitcoin. How many of you connect? Give me a yes if you connect. I earn my $20,000. I go buy some Bitcoin. I go buy land and plant coffee. I go buy land and buy coffee, plant coffee. I go buy land and build rentals. I go buy land. How many of you connect? Now, does my coffee stop growing because I'm talking about a crypto project? Do my rentals go down because I'm talking about a crypto project? No. You are not Satoshi Nakamoto. Do you see how I create repeated residual income using my phone? Do you see how I become financially free using my phone? Men are connecting. I decided to teach this for free. Now, look here. Once the people you have brought have staked $10,000, if they stake this for a full year, man, then it is pure total nonsense. Because at the end of the full year, the people who staked 500 tokens worth of ONF will have 7,480 tokens. 7,480 tokens. Remove off their capital 500. You remain with 6,980 tokens. These 6,980 tokens, you are entitled to earn 20%, which is 1,396 tokens. These times the current price. In a full year, you'll earn $27,000 from them. $27,920. Man, if you are my fellow Ugandan, this is close to 100 million. 355. This is 97 million. Now, you started alone. You introduced friends directly on your link. They could be 1, they could be 10, who have staked $10,000. But then, since the numbers are now many, these friends introduce their friends. These ones, they introduce their friends who stake $30,000. So let's put $30,000, divide by the current price is 20. They will stake 1,500 for a full year. 1,500 for a full year. At the end of the year, they will have 22,442 tokens. Remove off the 1,500 they staked. Man, this is 20,942 tokens. 20,942 tokens. Okay. Now this, remove off this one, you're entitled to earn 15%. You'll earn 3,141. Now, what if the token drops? Instead of it being at $20, it goes to 10. You'll have 31,413. What about the people who invested 1,500? They now have 22,442 tokens. They bought this token when it was at $20. Now it is at 10. Man, there is no loss. The reason why staking doesn't make loss is simple. The number of tokens is increasing. The price doesn't matter. And the reason why I'm explaining this to you is that, for example, you bought BNB when it's at $10. You staked your BNB. At the end of the year, if you had 1 BNB, now you have 100 BNBs. Do you care about the price? Let me know in the chat. Do you care about the price? Let me know in the chat. Do you care about the price? Do you care about the price? Hmm? You don't care. Why? Because you had one. Now, trading does not increase the number of tokens. Staking helps your tokens to increase in number. Because since the tokens are increasing in number, your profitability is inevitable. How many are understanding me now? Now, here comes a question. With that approach, is it okay to get out of your comfort zone? Get your phone, talk about the project. Because, ladies and gentlemen, a farmer who wants to reap more in farming will always be in the garden. Do you understand me? Because he needs to pay the price. A doctor who wants to make a lot of money from the doctor's career, he needs, my friend, to be at the hospital. He needs to pay their price. Here comes the question. Is this something worthwhile to pay price for? Let me know in the chat. 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 Because whoever is seeking success, no matter which field you are in, you need to pay a price. But here's the difference. How many of you agree with me that sometimes you might be willing to pay the price, but you are paying a price on a wrong opportunity? Because, ladies and gentlemen, as I come to an end, there are three things that create a difference in success. Number one, for you to succeed, you must be at the right time. How many of you agree with me that timing is key? Give me a yes if you agree that timing is key. Yeah. How many of you agree with me that timing is key? When it comes to seeking success, timing is key. Let me give an example so that people could understand me. In the recent years of Idi Amin Dada, my friend told me that when you go to school and you go to the university, number one, you are assured of the job. Number two, you are assured with a good salary. Is it the same thing up to today? So our parents told us, my son, go to school, study hard, get a good grade. You will enjoy the benefits of school. Is it the same thing today? That was the timing of then. I'm not saying going to school is bad. Nothing of what I'm talking about today that I learned it in school. School taught me how to read, how to write, full stop. What I'm talking about today, I have learned it myself. That's why one of my biggest mentors, Jim Rohn, says, and I want to repeat it here, he says, self-education will give you a fortune. What you learned in school will only help you survive. None of what I'm talking about was taught to me by anybody in school. Man, it is self-educated knowledge. And it's turning out to be more practical. And at first, things never moved my way until I read a book by Robert Kiyosaki that was saying the business of the 21st century. And I said, wow. Then I was having issues with money. Then I read a book that said, that book is running out of my head. I know, please, 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 please. It is running out of my head. But basically, we are into the digital age. Your approach must be digital. Your perception must be digital. There could be people who still believe in the past. They are right. I usually come here online and I listen to some influencers who say that people who invest in cryptocurrencies, people who are investing in crypto, they are doing gambling. Are you sure? How many of you could believe that in the last 5 years, I have turned 35 close to okay, let me say $100, $85 to what I have today. Could anyone believe? And then you tell me cryptocurrencies is gambling? It is just that you lack information. It is just that these people lack information. Who gives them guarantee that because they know about goats, they know about cattle, they know about farming, it is the only living, existing industry? You see, ladies and gentlemen, I have a question. If someone started working in the 1990s, are we still living the same economy of 2025? Give me some answers in the chat. The things that were applicable from 2000 to 2025, are they still applicable today? If someone was bringing commodities, they become successful because they were bringing commodities from China to Uganda, and they have a big shop selling those commodities. Is it still applicable in 2025? The answer is no. The answer is no. The answer is a big no, guys. And they want you to apply the same principles they used to prosper, that you apply them today. My friend, you are going to suffocate. Give me a yes if you understand what I'm saying. I have met friends who have got their hard-earned money, started small businesses, and they are sweating. I have met friends who have got their hard-earned money, bought land, went into farming, but they can no longer sustain it. Why? Because they need repeated cash flow. Can you type the word cash flow in the chat? The reason why I'm telling you to get out of your comfort zone, you need 4 things to prosper. Number 1, you need cash flow. The Oracle DAO ecosystem is going to give you cash flow. Cash flow. You need cash flow no matter where you are going to go to invest your business. Because even when you start a small shop, you need it to continuously bring more money into the business. If you agree with me, give me a yes in the chat. How many of you here know that when you start a small business, you need it to continuously bring money into that business? The day you stop is the day it dies. That's why many young men, since they don't have cash flow, they have lost their property. They have gone into the banking system, and the banking system has no mercy. It is taking whatever they have. It is taking whatever they have. Why? Because they lack cash flow. You need cash flow to sustain your business. You need cash flow. Without cash flow, no business. Number 2, that is very important. You need passive income. You need an income that comes to you without you doing anything about it. How many of you agree with me? Because this is the 21st century where life is digitalized. Give me a yes if you agree with me. You need passive income. You need passive income. You need passive income. You need passive income. At first, me, I used to wake up every day to look for money. Until I read a book. And the book said, hey, Julius, do you have some money? Yes, that is gold. Every gold you have is your slave. Every gold I have is my slave. Meaning every money I have is my slave. Wow, what a mindset. But for many years, I was waking up every day to look for money, but never giving my money the responsibility to look for more money for me. How many of you copy now? So the money you have is meant to become your slave. The money you have is meant to become your slave. It's meant to go and work for you. It's meant to become your employee. You employ it somewhere so that it goes and works for you. And then he said, every gold produces a copper. And every copper is also meant to work for you. What? When I make money and the money produces children, the children my money has produced also has to go and work for me. Man, damn shit. Man. So when I make money and my money produces children, because you see, when you put money to work, it does some engagement and it makes some profit. So even the profit that my money makes should go and produce more children. When I decided to follow that principle, I never wake up to look for money because my first money is producing children. The children are also producing more children. Then the children are also producing more children. Question, will money become a problem? Will money become a problem? But at first, when I went to school, I was only told to wake up every day, go work, look for money. Every day I was complaining about my salary, my salary, my salary, my salary, my salary, my salary. When I went into my personal business, every day, where are people? Where are customers? Where are my customers? My customer, 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 until I went digital. So, ladies and gentlemen, today I have shared with you an amazing insight that although money needs to work for us, there is a need for me and you to pay the price. The price that mentions a very important principle that I call the rental principle. And the rental principle is clear. Success is never owned. It's only rented. And the due is every single day. So it's up to you whether your money pays the price for you or you wake up every day to pay the price by yourself. It doesn't require when you start, but you can start today. It is never late. All you need is some guidance. All you need is some coaching. All you need is some mentorship. And you take a personal decision. It's up to you to decide what you want to do with your life. But ladies and gentlemen, it is important that you take action. It is important to take action. And when you take action, you'll be able to see results. If you are able to learn something from me today, give me a yes in the chat. I hope that was enough. I've showed you when you start, teach others to do the same. The rest will be history. Every 4 a.m. in the morning, Ugandan time, you receive some tokens as people stake. And every evening, you also receive some more tokens because other people are staking. This will change your game. For example, to close, those of you who never started with me, I have an extra here. Okay, these are, I have 54.6 tokens here. I also have 57.9. 57.9 plus 54.6 to a calculator. 54.6 plus 57.9. This is 112 tokens. If I stake this for a month, if I stake this for a month, 112 tokens, they will give me 39, okay, 39.8. This minus 139.8. I'll earn an extra of 27 tokens times 20. 27.3 times $20. It will pay me another $540. Times 35, that will be another 1.9 million. Question: is that something you can decide to do? To share the business? Because more money will make more money. But do I need to look for more money to make more money for me? Yet I have a smartphone. Some of you are dying in the trenches of research. I will get money. You will get money yet you have a smartphone. Use what you have to get what you want. Don't use what you plan to have to get what you want. Because what you are planning to have, you don't have it yet. How many copy? What you are planning to have, you don't have it yet. But you can use what you have to get what you want. Because if you don't use what you have to get what you want, then what you want will become the sacrifice. What you want will become a sacrifice. I'll end with the following. Entrepreneurship is a decision you take to live a life that nobody wants to live, so that you can live the rest of your life like nobody else can. Let me repeat. Entrepreneurship is a decision you take to get out of your comfort zone and live a short span of your life like nobody else can, so that you can live the rest of your life like nobody else won't. I don't know where you are, but me, I'm here in the trees, breathing fresh oxygen in the forest as I speak to you. When people see me, they say I do nothing because I paid the price, so that I lived a short period of my time like nobody else can, so that I can live the rest of my life like nobody else would or won't. Just staying there, breathing oxygen. And I'll end with this phrase. There is a philosophy that says, die zero. And this philosophy that says die zero, I like it so much because it says life is a journey, and you can only live it by giving it the best experience you can. It is hard to find an opportunity like the Oracle DAO, which you can leverage and gives you the life you deserve. I love you all, ladies and gentlemen, and have a perfect weekend. See you throughout the week. See you tomorrow. God bless you and good evening.